As we go through life, we all witness the inevitable process of aging in those we love. But what if some subtle changes indicate that an elderly person may be approaching their final year? These signs are often overlooked, mistaken for normal aging, or simply ignored out of fear. Yet understanding them can help families provide better care, emotional support, and ensure their loved ones spend their remaining time in comfort and dignity. Before we begin, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below. Have you ever noticed any of these signs in someone close to you? Your experience might help others going through the same situation. 1. Unexplained weight loss. One of the most telling signs that an elderly person may be nearing their final year is noticeable and unexplained weight loss. This isn't the kind of gradual weight loss that comes from reduced appetite or dietary changes. It's a sudden, significant drop in body mass that often happens even when they are eating as usual. This occurs because, as the body begins to slow down, it starts using energy less efficiently. The metabolism declines and even the digestive system starts to absorb nutrients differently. In many cases, underlying health conditions such as cancer, organ failure, or muscle atrophy contribute to this weight loss. Additionally, the body naturally prioritizes vital functions over maintaining muscle and fat reserves. This means that even if the person is eating, their body may not be retaining the nutrients effectively. You may notice clothes fitting more loosely, their face appearing more gaunt, or their hands becoming thinner. If these changes happen rapidly and without a clear medical reason, it may be a sign that their body is entering a final phase of life. However, this doesn't mean there's nothing that can be done. Ensuring they have access to nutritious meals, small but frequent snacks, and hydration can still make a difference in their overall well-being. But above all, this is a moment for loved ones to be attentive, compassionate, and aware of the changes taking place. 2. Extreme fatigue and increased sleep. Another crucial sign is extreme fatigue that goes beyond normal tiredness. You may notice that your loved one sleeps much more than before, sometimes for most of the day. They may struggle to stay awake during conversations or activities they once enjoyed. This happens because the body is conserving energy for its essential functions. The heart, lungs, and other organs are working harder as their efficiency declines, which naturally leads to exhaustion. Simple activities like getting out of bed, eating, or even talking can become overwhelming. Unlike regular tiredness, this fatigue doesn't improve with rest. Instead, it becomes more persistent over time. The body's way of slowing down includes longer sleep periods, reduced engagement, and a preference for lying down rather than sitting up. Families often mistake this as depression or assume the person is simply bored. While emotional factors can play a role, persistent extreme fatigue is often a physical sign that the body is entering a more delicate state. At this stage, comfort is key. Providing a peaceful environment, reducing unnecessary disturbances, and letting them rest as needed can significantly improve their well-being. 3. Confusion and cognitive decline. A common yet often misunderstood sign that an elderly person may be approaching their final year is increasing confusion or cognitive decline. This goes beyond normal forgetfulness or occasional difficulty finding the right words. It can manifest as sudden disorientation, difficulty recognizing familiar people or places, or even moments of complete mental absence. One day, they might remember their daily routine perfectly, and the next they might forget how to use household items they've used for years. They may start repeating themselves frequently, struggling to follow conversations, or asking the same questions multiple times. This cognitive shift is linked to reduced oxygen and nutrient supply to the brain as the body prioritizes essential survival functions. Additionally, factors such as infections, dehydration, or medication side effects can accelerate mental decline. Some families mistake these symptoms for dementia or Alzheimer's, but if the decline is relatively sudden or worsens over a short period, it could be a sign that the body is preparing for its final phase. It's essential to ensure the person is hydrated, nourished, and in a stress-free environment, as confusion can also lead to anxiety and frustration. During this time, patience is crucial. Speaking slowly, maintaining eye contact, and offering reassurance can help ease their distress. Even if they don't always recognize loved ones, they can still feel the warmth and presence of those who care for them. 4. Social withdrawal and loss of interest. Another significant sign that an elderly person may be nearing their final year is a noticeable withdrawal from social interactions and a lack of interest in things that once brought them joy. They may start avoiding conversations, declining invitations to family gatherings, or showing little enthusiasm for hobbies they previously loved. This isn't always due to sadness. It's often a natural part of the body's transition. The elderly person may simply feel too exhausted to engage in long conversations or social activities. Their world begins to shrink, focusing only on the essentials. You might notice them preferring solitude, spending more time in bed, or responding minimally when spoken to. Even when surrounded by family, they may seem distant, not because they don't care, but because their energy is being redirected towards sustaining basic functions. This withdrawal is sometimes mistaken for depression, but when combined with the other signs discussed, it can be an indication that their body is gradually shutting down. The best approach is to be present without forcing interactions. Gentle touches, playing their favorite music, or simply sitting with them in silence can be comforting. This stage reminds us of the importance of presence. Sometimes words aren't needed. Just being there, offering quiet companionship, can provide deep emotional support. 5. Changes in breathing and circulation. As the body nears its final stages, one of the most noticeable physical signs is a shift in breathing patterns and circulation. Family members may observe irregular breathing, pauses between breaths, or moments where the elderly person appears to struggle for air. This is often referred to as Cheney-Stokes breathing, a pattern of deep, rapid breaths followed by slow, shallow ones, sometimes with periods of no breathing at all. These breathing changes occur because the body's oxygen demand is decreasing, and the brain is signaling the lungs to adjust accordingly. While it may look alarming, it is a natural part of the body's transition. In addition to breathing irregularities, circulation also weakens. You may notice that the person's hands, feet, or even nose and ears become cooler to the touch. The skin might develop a mottled purplish or bluish appearance, particularly on the extremities. This happens because the heart is slowing down, focusing its efforts on the most vital organs. Another common symptom is swelling in the feet, ankles, or hands, which can result from the body's reduced ability to circulate fluids effectively. This can make movement more difficult, leading to increased discomfort. Families witnessing these changes often feel helpless, but there are ways to bring comfort. Keeping the person warm with soft blankets, adjusting their position to help with breathing, and using a humidifier to add moisture to the air can ease discomfort. At this stage, prioritizing comfort is far more important than medical interventions that might cause unnecessary distress. The importance of comfort and dignity in the final year. Recognizing these signs isn't just about understanding physical decline, it's about providing the best possible care in the time that remains. When families acknowledge that their loved one is entering their final year, they can shift their focus from aggressive medical treatments to meaningful, compassionate care. Palliative and hospice care are valuable options for those in this stage, as they prioritize pain relief, emotional support, and dignity over invasive procedures. The goal is not to extend life at all costs, but rather to ensure that every remaining moment is as peaceful and comfortable as possible. For many, this period is an opportunity to express love, resolve old conflicts, and create cherished memories. A simple touch, a familiar voice, or a quiet presence can bring immense comfort, even when words are no longer enough. As the body slows down, so do emotions, thoughts, and interactions. This is a time for patience, acceptance, and deep human connection. Families who recognize these signs early can make informed decisions, ensuring that their loved ones spend their final year surrounded by love, respect, and care. Emotional and psychological changes in the final year. Beyond the physical signs, there are also profound emotional and psychological changes that take place in an elderly person's final year. These shifts can be subtle at first, but as time progresses, they become more noticeable. One of the most significant changes is a deep sense of reflection. Many elderly individuals begin to revisit past memories, bringing up childhood experiences, lost loved ones, or key moments in their lives. This process is often unconscious, as if their mind is preparing for closure. Some people express a newfound sense of peace, speaking about feeling ready or mentioning deceased relatives as if they were still present. Others may display moments of anxiety, restlessness, or even agitation. This emotional fluctuation can be difficult for family members to witness, but it's important to remember that it's a natural part of the transition. During this time, their sense of awareness may also change. Some report having vivid dreams, seeing visions, or speaking to people who have already passed. While this may seem unsettling to loved ones, it is often a source of comfort to the elderly person themselves. Instead of dismissing these experiences, it's best to listen with an open heart and acknowledge their feelings. Providing reassurance, avoiding unnecessary corrections, and allowing them to express their emotions freely can make a significant difference. Simple words like, "I'm here with you," or "You are safe," can bring immense comfort. Physical discomfort and sensory changes. As the body continues its decline, sensory changes also become more apparent. Some elderly individuals develop increased sensitivity to light, sound, or touch. Others may experience a reduced ability to taste or smell, leading to further loss of interest in food and drink. Pain management becomes a key focus at this stage. Chronic pain, whether from arthritis, past injuries, or other conditions, may worsen due to decreased mobility and circulation. However, some individuals actually report less pain as the body's nervous system slows down. Dry mouth, difficulty swallowing, and frequent choking on liquids or food are also common. Families can help by offering ice chips, moistening lips with a damp cloth, or providing soft foods that are easier to swallow. Hydration is still important, but forcing large amounts of fluids can sometimes cause discomfort. Touch is one of the last senses to fade, and gentle hand-holding, light massages, or simply being close can provide great relief. Many elderly individuals respond positively to soft music, familiar scents, or gentle voices, which can help ease any lingering anxiety or distress. At this stage, comfort becomes the #1 priority. Every small act of care, whether adjusting their pillows, dimming the lights, or just sitting quietly beside them, can have a profound impact. The shift in appetite and digestion. As the body prepares for its final stage, changes in appetite and digestion become more noticeable. Many elderly individuals gradually lose interest in food, eating much less than before, or refusing meals altogether. This can be alarming for families, but it is a natural part of the process. The body no longer requires the same level of energy, and the digestive system slows down significantly. This means that large meals can become uncomfortable, leading to nausea, bloating, or difficulty swallowing. Even their favorite foods may no longer appeal to them. At this stage, forcing food is not beneficial and can cause distress. Instead, offering small portions of soft, easy-to-digest foods like soups, yogurts, and mashed fruits can provide comfort without overwhelming their system. Hydration remains important, but it's also common for the elderly to drink much less than before. If they struggle with liquids, offering ice chips or moistening their lips with a damp cloth can help. Families often feel the need to encourage eating as a way of keeping their loved ones strong, but it's crucial to respect the body's natural process. The focus should shift from nourishment to comfort, ensuring that whatever they consume is given with care and without pressure. Recognizing nonverbal cues and the importance of presence. As verbal communication declines, nonverbal cues become the primary way for an elderly person to express their needs. Changes in facial expressions, slight movements, or even their breathing patterns can indicate discomfort, contentment, or distress. A furrowed brow, tense muscles, or restlessness may suggest pain or discomfort, while relaxed hands, steady breathing, and occasional smiles may indicate a sense of peace. Family members and caregivers can learn to interpret these subtle signs, responding with gentle reassurances and adjustments to their surroundings. One of the most profound things families can do at this stage is simply be present. Many elderly individuals become less engaged in conversations, responding with nods or brief words, but their awareness of love and presence remains strong. Holding their hand, speaking softly, or just sitting quietly by their side can offer immeasurable comfort. This is a time to focus on creating a peaceful environment. Soft lighting, familiar scents, and gentle music can make a significant difference. Avoiding loud noises and unnecessary disturbances allows the elderly person to rest more comfortably. As their awareness shifts inward, their connection to the outside world diminishes, but their need for love and reassurance remains unchanged. Families who recognize this can transform these moments into deeply meaningful experiences, ensuring their loved one feels safe, valued, and surrounded by warmth. The shift in appetite and digestion. As the body prepares for its final stage, changes in appetite and digestion become more noticeable. Many elderly individuals gradually lose interest in food, eating much less than before, or refusing meals altogether. This can be alarming for families, but it is a natural part of the process. The body no longer requires the same level of energy, and the digestive system slows down significantly. This means that large meals can become uncomfortable, leading to nausea, bloating, or difficulty swallowing. Even their favorite foods may no longer appeal to them. At this stage, forcing food is not beneficial and can cause distress. Instead, offering small portions of soft, easy-to-digest foods like soups, yogurts, and mashed fruits can provide comfort without overwhelming their system. Hydration remains important, but it's also common for the elderly to drink much less than before. If they struggle with liquids, offering ice chips or moistening their lips with a damp cloth can help. Families often feel the need to encourage eating as a way of keeping their loved one strong, but it's crucial to respect the body's natural process. The focus should shift from nourishment to comfort, ensuring that whatever they consume is given with care and without pressure. Recognizing nonverbal cues and the importance of presence. As verbal communication declines, nonverbal cues become the primary way for an elderly person to express their needs. Changes in facial expressions, slight movements, or even their breathing patterns can indicate discomfort, contentment, or distress. A furrowed brow, tense muscles, or restlessness may suggest pain or discomfort, while relaxed hands, steady breathing, and occasional smiles may indicate a sense of peace. Family members and caregivers can learn to interpret these subtle signs, responding with gentle reassurances and adjustments to their surroundings. One of the most profound things families can do at this stage is simply be present. Many elderly individuals become less engaged in conversations, responding with nods or brief words, but their awareness of love and presence remains strong. Holding their hand, speaking softly, or just sitting quietly by their side can offer immeasurable comfort. This is a time to focus on creating a peaceful environment. Soft lighting, familiar scents, and gentle music can make a significant difference. Avoiding loud noises and unnecessary disturbances allows the elderly person to rest more comfortably. As their awareness shifts inward, their connection to the outside world diminishes, but their need for love and reassurance remains unchanged. Families who recognize this can transform these moments into deeply meaningful experiences, ensuring their loved one feels safe, valued, and surrounded by warmth. The final stage. Recognizing the body's natural process. As the final moments approach, the body enters a state of deep rest. Breathing may become slower and more irregular, with longer pauses between breaths. The person might seem unresponsive, with their eyes half open or unfocused. Their grip may weaken, and their skin may become cooler to the touch. While these changes can be difficult to witness, they are natural signs that the body is gently shutting down. There is no pain in this process, only a gradual transition. Family members may notice a sense of peace, as if their loved one is letting go. Many people in this stage experience what is known as the rally effect, a brief period where they suddenly seem more alert, speak clearly, or even ask for food. This can be misleading, making families think their loved one is improving, but it is often a final surge of energy before the body completely relaxes. This is a time for presence, reassurance, and love. Whispering kind words, playing soft music, or simply holding their hand can be a powerful way to offer comfort. Even if they are unresponsive, they can still hear and feel the presence of those around them, embracing the moment with love and understanding. As difficult as it is to say goodbye, this moment can also be one of profound connection. It is a time to express love, gratitude, and peace. Some families choose to share memories, offer quiet prayers, or simply sit together in silence. There is no right or wrong way to navigate this moment. Grief and emotions will come in waves, but knowing that their passing is peaceful can bring a sense of comfort. Instead of focusing on loss, families can choose to focus on the life their loved one lived, the joy they brought, and the love they shared. When the final breath comes, it is often quiet and gentle. It may take a few moments for family members to fully realize, but what remains is the presence of love, memory, and a life that mattered. After this, taking time to grieve, reflect, and honor their journey is essential. Whether through a small ceremony, a gathering of close family, or a moment of quiet remembrance celebrating their life, helps keep their legacy alive. Final words. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Have you experienced any of these signs with a loved one? Your story may help others navigate this difficult journey with more understanding and compassion. Remember, recognizing these signs isn't about fear, it's about love, preparation, and making sure our elderly loved ones experience their final moments with dignity, comfort, and peace. Thank you for watching.